today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Now he's flushed out left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. No score after one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on. 60
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first down, Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. That is caught left side by Bryant. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Take it at the 37. So these two teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Let's go now. Crack on, lady.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 12 more yards there and another first down. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Pass complete to Bell. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Completes to Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Watson. Finding Hunt, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Watson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. To dig out of here, 2nd and 17. To throw, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Watson to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A great game partner, spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.